Good morning, students. Today we will begin with the first lecture of the chapter A Triumph of Surgery. This chapter is from your supplementary book Footprints Without Feet. The author of this story is James Alfred Wyatt, known by his pen name James Herriot. He was a British veterinary surgeon and writer who used his many years of experience as a veterinary surgeon to write a series of books consisting of stories about animals and their owners. Now, what is a veterinary surgeon? Alright, veterinary surgeon is a doctor for the domesticated animals. Now, James Herriot is known for his semi-autobiographical work, If Only They Could Talk. Alright, this was the starting point of his writing his semi-autobiographical work. Alright, now this story, A Triumph of Surgery, is about Tricky, a dog who is the pet of a rich lady, that is Mrs. Pumphrey. She loves her dog and is unable to refuse him anything he wants. Whatever he wants, she provides him. Tricky is fond of eating cream, cakes and chocolates. So one day, when Mrs. Pumphrey is out with Tricky for a walk, the narrator, that is the author James Herriot, sees them and stops to talk. While talking to Mrs. Pumphrey, he realizes that she has been overfeeding Tricky and also has been giving him things that he shouldn't eat, due to which Tricky had started looking like a bloated sausage. Soon Tricky got unwell and Mrs. Pumphrey had to call Mr. Herriot for help. She does not want to send him away, but the only way suggested by Mr. Herriot is to get him hospitalized for 15 days. Then the story unfolds into how he gets well. Alright, so this is what we are going to read in this chapter. But before moving forward, let me discuss the theme of this story. Now, this story has two main themes. The first is that overindulgence can be life-threatening, especially when the caretaker is ignorant. Now, what is overindulgence? Overindulgence means overconsumption, overeating or excess of something, over drinking, alright, binging over something. Alright, so if we overeat something, if we overconsume something, alright, eating in excess, that can be life threatening. So Tricky's life comes under threat because his owner Mrs. Pumphrey expresses her love for him by overfeeding. This can be considered as an indirect reference to those parents who do the same with their children. Now, it also shows the negligent behavior of rich people who may harm their near and dear ones by extra care. Another theme is the tactfulness of a young and efficient veterinary surgeon. He cures Tricky without any medication by simply controlling his diet and giving him proper exercise. Okay, so the two main themes that have been discussed here in this chapter, one is that overindulgence can be life-threatening, negligent behavior of the people, and the second theme is the tactfulness of a young person, a young surgeon here. Before we move any further, let us acquaint ourselves with the main characters of this story. First of all, we have Tricky. Tricky is a Dachshund dog who is pampered by his owner. He is a lazy and greedy dog that has turned into a bloated sausage and is on the verge of serious consequences. Now, if you can see the picture of this dog here, alright, bloated, it has become swollen, alright. Sausage, if you people eat sausage, you will understand, alright. So, I have put a picture of a sausage also, like a swollen sausage. This dog has become like a swollen sausage, excess weight. And the dog has become obese because of his greed and his laziness. Next we move on to the second character, that is we have Mrs. Pumphrey, who is a rich lady and over pampers her dog Tricky. It is because of her ignorance that has brought her pet into such a condition. Last we have the narrator, that is James Herriot, who is a veterinary surgeon. He with his wit and wisdom is able to cure the sick dog. Alright, so once again if we revise, Tricky is the Dachshund dog who is lazy and greedy and has become like a bloated sausage. Then we have Mrs. Pumphrey, who is ignorant, who over pampers her dog, and because of her ignorance the dog has come to such a condition. And lastly we have the narrator, that is our author James Herriot, who is a veterinary surgeon. Now let us begin with the story. The name of the story, as you already know, is A Triumph of Surgery. Alright, let us first look into the title of this story. What does the word triumph mean? Triumph means victory. Alright, now what does surgery means? Surgery, one meaning that you all know is operation, a person getting operated. Alright, but if we see the other meaning, alright, according to the British, it means a place where a doctor or other medical practitioner treats patient. Alright, one surgery is the operation, other meaning of the surgery is a place where a doctor treats his patients. Alright, so here the veterinary surgeon treating his patient, that is the dogs. Okay, so why did James Herriot give this story the title A Triumph of Surgery? You will be able to answer this by the end of the lesson. I will not be telling you here. Alright, now it is up to you to understand the chapter, and when at the end we are going to discuss this chapter, we are going to see why did the author gave the title to the story A Triumph of Surgery. Alright, now let us come to the first page of this chapter. Now first we will read the text that is given in the box. Tricky, a small dog, is pampered and overfed by his rich mistress. He falls seriously ill and his mistress consults a veterinary surgeon. Does he perform an operation? Does the dog recover? Alright, these are the questions that the chapter has asked from you, that whether the dog gets operated upon or whether the dog recovers or not. Alright, so again I would like to emphasize that these questions that are given here, like read and find out, alright, be very alert and you should be able to answer these questions by the time we finish the text. The first question that they ask is, why is Mrs. Pumphrey worried about Tricky? The second question is, what does she do to help him? Is she wise in this? Then the third question is, who does I refer to in this story? Alright, are you ready? Alright, I hope your books are out, and if you don't have the book, alright, I will be sending you a PDF. Alright, just if you have a printer, take out a printout. If you don't have, alright, just put it in your phone and just listen to it. This will be coming on your screen also, so you can use that. Alright, let us make use of all the resources that we have. Alright, when life gives us lemon, let us make lemonade. Alright, so if we have some problem, let us try to find out a way to conquer this problem. Okay, now I am starting with the first line. I was really worried about Tricky this time. I had pulled up my car when I saw him in the street with his mistress, and I was shocked at his appearance. He had become hugely fat, like a bloated sausage, with a leg at each corner. His eyes, bloodshot and rheumy, stared straight ahead, and his tongue lolled from his jaws. Okay, now here in this, I refers to the narrator. Alright, now the narrator, he starts telling us that how he was worried about Tricky, a pet dog. The narrator, Mr. Harriet, stops his car as he sees Tricky with his mistress on the road, as the narrator is shocked to see Tricky because he looks like a bloated sausage. Alright, now mistress is a person or woman, in a position of authority or control. Alright, bloated, I have already told you, excessive in size or amount. Alright, bloated sausage, we have already seen the picture of Tricky. Alright, now he had become fat, very fat. His eyes were red, bloodshot, red eyes, and rheumy. Alright, rheumy means watery. Some liquid must be coming out of his eyes. Okay, so his eyes bloodshot and rheumy, stared straight ahead, and his tongue lolled from his jaws. Alright, so we see the physical appearance of Tricky the dog. Okay, what is it? He was looking like a bloated sausage. You should underline this, the word bloated sausage. Alright, so he looked very fat, okay, and he had rheumy eyes, like a watery discharge coming out from his eyes. Okay, so, and his tongue was hanging out of his mouth. Alright, lolled from his jaws, it was, his tongue was hanging out because he must be panting, he must be very lethargic. Alright, because of that he was not in very active, he was very lazy. That is why his tongue was also hanging out of his jaws. Mrs. Pumphrey, alright, I am starting the next line. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain. He is so listless, Mr. Harriet. He seemed to have no energy. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition, so I have been giving him some little extras between meals to build him up. Some malt and cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep. Nothing much, really. Alright, so we see here now that Mrs. Pumphrey, Tricky's owner, she starts giving explanation. She told Mr. Harriet that she thought that Tricky was malnutrition. Alright, malnutrition everybody understands. Okay, that he was not having all the nutrition in his body. He was lacking some nutrition because he did not have any energy and excitement. Alright, now again I will ask you to underline the word listless here. Underline the word listless here. Now listless means lacking energy or enthusiasm. Alright, so he was very unenergetic. He did not have any energy here. Alright, so here Mrs. Pumphrey had given the explanation that she thought that Tricky was malnutrition, alright, because Tricky did not show any energy. She further told him that she used to give him malt, cod liver oil, and a bowl of Horlicks at night. Alright, now all these things, malt and cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks, these are not meant for dogs. Alright, and this was given between meals. Apart from his regular meal, in between meals she was giving him these things, malt and cod liver oil and Horlicks, so that he could sleep at night. Although she gave him so much to eat, she says that she does not give him much to eat. Alright, so we see here that how much is she pampering her pet. Okay, now moving further. And did you cut down on the sweet things as I told you? Now this line, this is said by Mr. Harriet. So Mr. Harriet is asking Mrs. Pumphrey whether she had reduced or cut down on the sweet things that he had told him. He must have told Mrs. Pumphrey earlier to cut down some of the sweet things that Mrs. Pumphrey must be giving Tricky. So he's asking whether she had followed his instruction or not. Oh, I did for a bit, but he seemed to be so weak I had to relent. He does love cream cakes and chocolates, so I can't bear to refuse him. Now, who is saying all this? This is being said by Mrs. Pumphrey. Okay, so after the narrator had asked her whether she had cut down or not, okay, so she said that she did it for a while, but she felt that he was getting weaker, because of which she had to stop being so harsh with him. Also, she says that she is unable to refuse him cakes and chocolates, as those were his favorite things. Okay, so we see the problem is not just with Tricky, the problem is also with Mrs. Pumphrey. Alright, though the doctor had advised her that she should cut down on the sweet things, then also she did not do that. I looked down again at the little dog. That was the trouble. Tricky's only fault was greed. Underline this. Tricky's only fault was greed. He had never been known to refuse food. He would tackle a meal at any hour of the day or night, and I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pumphrey hadn't mentioned. Okay, so then the narrator, he understood Tricky's problem. What was that? Tricky was a very greedy dog, and he could eat at any time of the day. He did not know how to say no to food, even when he had a full stomach. Alright. So now the narrator also thought to himself of all the things that Mrs. Pumphrey would not have mentioned, which she fed Tricky. Okay. So here again and again we see the cause of Tricky's problem. Are you giving him plenty of exercise? Again, who is asking this? Mr. Harriet. Well, he had little walks with me, as you can see, but Hodgins, the gardener, has been down with lumbago, so there has been no ring throwing lately. Again, the narrator asks Mrs. Pumphrey whether Tricky was exercising, to which Mrs. Pumphrey replies that she does take him out for walks once in a while, but he is not playing his ring throwing exercise with the gardener, who takes him out to play, as that gardener is not coming because of his problem, that is lumbago. Lumbago is pain in the muscles and joint of the lower back. So he was having some back ache. Because of that, the dog was not getting enough exercise. Okay, now today we will be stopping here. I want you to read this page, alright, very carefully. Underline the words that you don't understand. Alright, you have internet if you want. Okay, if you have the dictionary, you can go and look up in the dictionary the meanings that you don't understand. Some of the meanings are given at the end of this chapter. Okay, suppose you do not find any word, alright, you are free to contact me, and if at any point you don't understand anything, alright, you are free to call me. Now tomorrow, when we will be doing the next part, okay, I want you to find out the answers of these 3 questions that are given at the top. Okay, if it is there in this portion, alright, you will be able to find the answer. If it is not there, alright, you can just skip that, but I believe, okay, you will be able to find the answers. With this we finish here. Tomorrow we'll meet again, and tomorrow we'll continue with the next page. Alright, thank you, have a nice day.